Morning students, welcome to online session of 9th standard mathematics class. In the previous class, we are discussing about the number system in which natural number, whole number, set of integers, real number, rational number, irrational number, complex number, etc. we are discussing into the previous class. How these numbers are represented onto the number line, that we have also discussing. What is called real number, what is called rational number, what is called irrational number, how it can be represented onto the number line, that we have also discussing into the previous class. Also we have discussing if the decimal numbers available, so which kind of decimal number, like point is decimal, terminating, non-terminating, recurring, non-recurring, this type of numbers we have also discussing into the previous class. Now in today's class we are discussing about the representation of decimal numbers into p by q form. Now if the decimal numbers are given or maybe any formation of the points numbers is given, how it can be represented onto the number line. So let me take one example 0.6, it should be taking one example 0.6 bar. Let one example 0.6 bar, it should be a non-terminating recurring number 0.6 bar. It should be represented onto the number line. So bar is, it means it should be easily available on p by q form. Now it should converting in a form of 0.x bar. So we have to be suppose the value, if bar is given in any number, that can be repeated on a 2 times. So first of all we have to be suppose this value in a specific variable. Okay. So let x equal to 0.6, right, 0.6 is given, but sign of bar is given onto the value of 6. So it can be repeated on a 2 times, so 6 and 6, right. So let x equal to 0.666, simple. Now if you will take this equation number 1, let will take this is equation number 1. Now we have to be multiply this equation. Now multiply the equation, always be when the decimal value is converted in a p by q form, always be multiply in a base of 10, equation 10. Now what is the power? It should be base, always be base of 10, but power that can be increases. Now here bar is given onto the one value, only 6, there is only one digit. So we have to multiply 10 raised to 1, so that should be 10, right. If 2 digit is given and bar sign is given onto the 2 digit, then it should be multiplied 10 raised to 2, it means 100. So multiply the equation 10 raised to 1 is equal to 10. So first of all left hand side is multiply with the 10 and right hand side also multiply with the 10. So it should be multiplied with the 10, that become 10x, right. Now 0.666 is multiplied with the 10, it becomes 6.666, equation number 2, right. Now I have two equation, one is x equal to 0.666, another equation 10x is equal to what, 6.666. Now in the next step we have to subtract equation 1 from equation 2, subtract the equation 1 from which equation number 2. Now subtracting the equations, now equation number 1 that is subtracted from equation number 2, so 10x minus x, that becomes 9x equal to 6 minus 0, 6, 0.666 and 0.666, that is eliminated, becomes 0. So 9x equal to 6, then x equal to what, 6 by 9 is equal to 2 by 3. So we will get x equal to what, 2 by 3. The simple form is that if the value of decimal form is given and it should be converted in a p by q form, by applying this value we can be easily find the value. So 9x equal to 6, then x equal to 6 by 9, then x equal to 2 by 3, that is the p by q form. It means numerator is there and denominator is there. So very easy 2 marks question, if decimal value is given it should be converted in a form of p by q, by applying this method we can be solved. Let take another example, here is only one digit, na? I will take 2 digit example, a 0.47 bar. I take one other example, second example I will take 0.47 bar, and I'll make the bar onto the 2 digit. Okay, 0.47 bar, it is converted in a P by Q form. How it should be converted? So first thing, the given value is generally converted in a specific form of variable. So you will take any variable. So let x equal to 0.47. Okay, 0.47, and bar sign is available onto the 2 digit of 4 and 7. So we have to repeat 2 digit on a 2 times. So 4 7 and 4 7, right? That is your equation number 1. Now how many digits of bar sign is given? That can be repeated on a 2 times. So 0.47 as it is, 4 7, 2 digit of a bar sign. So 4 7 4 7, that can be repeated on a 2 times. Now next step, that is multiply with the base of 10. Multiply equation multiply by 10 raised to. Now that is the base of 10, but power is what? Power that can be multiplied with the value of 2, because 4 and 7, that should be what? 2. So you can also take one variable or two variable, that is multiply with the 10 raised to 2, that becomes 100. That becomes 100. 10 raised to 2 is what? That is 100. Now multiply with this value of 100. So 100 into x what? 100x. Right? 100 into x what? 100x. Now that multiply with this value of 100. So multiply with the 100 unit, digit and 100. After 47 there is a sign of digit. 47.47 and 47. Right? 4 7. Now next step, that is subtracting the equation 1 from 2. Subtracting the equation. Now 100x minus x, that is 99x, is equal to 47 minus 0, 47, x equal to 47 upon 99. So that is a simple form, x equal to 47 upon 99. Now next question is same as it is, that is a simple question. Next question, I will just change the sign of bar. I will just using only one sign. Simple question. It is very easy. Only one digit of bar sign. So that is multiply with the 10 raised to 1. Then equation number 1 and 2. Equation 1 is subtracting from 2. 10x minus x, that is 9x. 6 minus 0, 6. And after decimal, that should be subtracted. Same here. Same equation, 472 bar is there. So that can be repeated 2 times. So bar sign on a 2 digit. So 10 raised to 2 multiply with the 100. So 100 minus x, that is 99x. 47 minus 0, 47. 0.47, 0.47, that can be eliminated. That should be 0. So 47 upon 99. But if 2 digit is there after decimal and bar is only 1 digit, then how can we find? Same question, but I'll change the question. 0.47 instead of I'll making only bar of 7. Okay. Same question is that how we can be find? Generally, third question, 0.4 and 7 bar. Only one bar is there, but digit is 2. How we can be find this question? Same as it is. Let x equal to 0.4. Okay. But bar is what? On a digit of 7. So it should be multiply with the 2 times. So equation number 1. Okay. Now multiply equation 1 by 10 raised to only one digit of bar, so that should be multiply with the 1. 10 raised to 1, that becomes 10. Okay. So now multiply with the 10. 10 into x, that is 10x, is equal to, that is multiply with the 10 unit and digit 4.77 and 7. Equation number 2. 4.77 and 7. Right? Now next step, subtracting equation 1 from equation number 2. Okay. Subtract equation 1 from equation number 2. So 10x minus x is equal to 4.777 minus 0.477, right? So 9x equal to 4.3, right? Then x equal to 4.3 divided by 9. So by changing the decimal 4.3, that multiply with the 10, that is 43 upon 90. Then x equal to 43 upon 90. So by applying this method, you can easily convert the decimal value into the form of fraction. Okay. Let one on also I'll take one last example for that. Then we'll move on to another topic. Fourth question, I'll take example as a form of 0.9 bar. How it can be represented onto the form of p by q. So first of all, same procedure that we have to suppose. Let x equal to 0.9, but bar is on a 9, so it can be multiplied with that, repeat on a 2 time. So only one digit of a bar, so multiply with the 10 raised to 1. Multiply by 10 raised to 1 is equal to 10. So 10 into x, 10x is equal to 9.999, equation number 2. Right? Now subtract equation 2 from 1. Subtract 1 from 2. So 10x minus x equal to 9.999 minus 0.999. So 9x equal to 9, then x equal to 1. So we get the value of x equal to 1. So simple thing is that if the form of bar is given, then it should be easily converted in a form of p by q. So it should be easily converted in a p by q form. Now if bar is not given and any fractional number is given and it should be converted in a form of decimal, how it can be converted? Next example I will take fraction value is given and it is converted in a form of decimal, how it can be converted? Okay. So I will take another example for that. It is very easy as a part of division. So if fraction value is given and you want to convert it in a form of decimal, how it can be converted? Okay. So convert 1 by 17 in decimal form. How we can be converted? How we can be converted? How many terms it should be going there? How it can be converted 1 by 17 in a decimal form? So if fraction value is given, like 1 by 17 is what? It is a part of fraction value and that is converted in a form of decimal. So we have to apply the long division method. Okay. So by applying the long division method, we have to apply this value. So first of all, here is what? 17, and that is divided what? That is divided with 1. Okay. That is divided with 1. So first of all, 0 point, that making 0, also 0, there is a 100. Right. First procedure of step. By applying the long division method, then we can be converted in a form of decimal. Now next step, that should be taking like 17 5s are 85. Remaining is 15, 1 0 is carry forward. Right? Now next step, 17 and 150, 17 8s are 136, 14 remaining 0. Right? Next step also, 17 8s are 136, 4 is remaining 0, 40. 17 2s are 34, 6, 0. Now 17 3s are 51, 9 and 0. I will take here example, okay. 90, 17 5s are, okay. 90 and 85. That is 5 and 0. 90s I will take here, 90 is taken here, 17 5s are 85, 50. Now 17 2s are 34, 16, 0. Same procedure that will be making so much time. Now 17 9s are 153, 7, 0. 17 4s are 68, 2 and 0. 17 1s are 17, 3, 0. Same as it is, 17 ones are 17, that is 13, 130. Now I will carry here. Now 130 is there, how it should be multiplication of 730? So 17 sevens are 119. 17 sevens are 119. 130, 119, 11, 110. Next formation, now 110, that is multiply with the 6. Okay, so 102. That is what? 108 and 0. Now 17 fours are 68. That is 12, 100 and 0. So while applying this type of long division method, if the fraction value is given 1 by 7 in a form of fraction and you want to convert in a form of decimal number. So if fraction value is there and you want to convert it in a form of decimal, by applying the long division method we can be converted in a form of decimal. But if the fraction value is available in a form of 5 or 2, for example 25 by 60, maybe 60 is there. So if the decimal formation of the denominator is a form of 2 or 5, it can be easily converted in a form of decimal. But if 2 or 5 is not in a form of denominator, you have to apply the long division method. By applying the long division method, you just usually find this type of values by applying the long division method. So by division of 1 by 17, you get the approximate value of 0.058823529411764. Later on you can also be moving ahead for the division process, you get the maximum whatever the possible outcome. So the basic thing is what? If the formation of the rational number is given and denominator is not available in a form of 2 or 5, then you always have to apply the long division method by converting it in a form of decimal. But if the denominator is available in a form of 2 or 5, you just directly multiplication with whatever the denominator is available, you can easily convert it in a form of decimal numbers. So these are two topics we are discussing. First, that converted the decimal number in a form of rational number p by q. Another we can discussing about how the rational number that converted in a form of decimal number. By next time when we are discussing this formation, we will discuss about how the long division process in a number system that can be applied. Okay. So simple division process is there, and we are also discussing about decimal to fractionable form. When we meet on the next time tomorrow, we will discussing about how the long division process that can be applied into the number system. Okay. Later on today for that. Okay. Bye.